be a high of 40 today, partly cloudy skies. Welcome to your Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. I have a very blasé, laid-back attitude to most things. And it has, for the most part, served me fairly well. I don't get stressed out a lot. Some instances that people may get worked up about, I'm usually pretty laid back. Like a delayed flight. Some people might get frustrated. Yeah. I'm just like, it is what are you going to do? It is what it is.
You don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think you sweat the big stuff.
Yeah,
either.
really.
Not much. Not much. Which, again...
Stuff rolls right off of you.
Yeah, which normally serves me pretty well, for the most part. However, yesterday, it also can bite you in the hiney sometimes.
Uh-oh.
As we had, Nora and I had plans yesterday afternoon because we're, as I've mentioned before, we're theater fans. And we've got a great little group here, Broadway and Columbus, that they bring the big shows to different theaters around town. And had the chance yesterday to go see Back to the Future. They made a Broadway musical out of it, which I've heard good things about. So, wanted to go check it out. So, yesterday matinee, we got to go to the Ohio Theater downtown and check out Back to the Future. And we leave the house. And the tickets were on my text message, and we get to the theater, 1:45, getting ready for this 2:00 show. There's nobody standing outside. I was like, how is there no one outside the theater 15 minutes before showtime? So we're getting closer, we're walking, I pull up my phone, I was like, show started at 1:00, not 2:00.
Oh no!
Nora goes off. Aaron, I love you sometimes, but your laid-back attitude, not paying attention to details.
Oh no!
So we walk up and we're like, tell the security guard, "You guys come to the show?" I was like, "Yeah." I kind of screwed that one. So we went and we got there like 15 minutes before intermission.
Okay. They let you in.
Yeah, they let us in.
Okay.
And then we went and sat down at intermission and saw the second half of the show.
How was the second half?
Second half was good.
Was it great?
Yeah. The special effects are really cool. I mean, they have a DeLorean on stage, and they use special effects to make it reach 88 miles an hour and time travel. At the end of the show, because you remember at the end of Back to the Future, Doc comes back and he's like, "Marty, I need you to come with me right away." And of course, the famous line, "You don't have enough room. There's not enough roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads." And the car flies. So At the end of the show, the DeLorean flies away. They actually lift the DeLorean. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, the second half of the show was great.
Sounds like you got the best part.
Yes. That's exactly it. I just couldn't believe it. I've never done that before.
I'm surprised they let you in before intermission.
They were laughing. In fact, the security guard said, he goes, they called us in early. So it normally is 2:00 and 7:30. When they have a two-show day, it's always 2:00 and 7:30. And they moved it up to 1:00 for some reason, and I just didn't pay attention to the writing on the tickets.
Oh,
whoopsie.
Sorry.
How was your weekend, Kelly?
It was great. We watched a great movie last night called The Life of Chuck on Hulu. It is so good.
Who's in that? I've seen previews for that.
Well, I don't know who's in it. I think Mark Hamill plays one of the characters.
Okay.
A big character. I don't know the name of the lead actor.
Tom Hiddleston.
Oh,
Loki from the MCU.
Okay, I've never seen.
That's why
anything.
I knew the name. Yeah, I've seen the.
It is excellent. It is excellent.
Okay,
and you can watch it with your kids. It's like there's nothing bad in it.
Okay.
Oh, there might be some F-bombs, but that's it.
They've worse.
It is so good. I loved it, and I watched the first 4 episodes of The Pit. Finally,
of season 1.
Season 1.
They show some stuff, don't they?
They do, and I do cover my eyes a lot, but I think I'm getting a stomach for it.
Okay.
Yeah, some of them are like when they wash the cockroach out of the girl's ear. That was pretty gross. But it's not the grossest thing you see.
Not the grossest. No, they get in there. Yeah. I think for me, the leg. I don't know if you've gotten to the leg yet. The bike accident, the guy with the leg.
Yeah.
That's a good one. and then some guy messes up the nose, top jaw area, and they do something with that. And you're just like, your fingers curl. You're just like, yeah!
It's so good. It's just so much, and it's like only 1 hour of their shift per show. Like, holy cow.
It gets even better. So I'm excited to watch it.
It was great, and they won a Golden Globe last night.
Yes, they did.
So very cool.
Vic, you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm great, man.
How's your weekend?
Dude, I got to say, we got some great playoff football over the weekend.
Yes.
I mean, the games were unbelievable. And not sad at all that the Eagles will not be repeating.
I'm glad the Bears pulled it out.
If Ben Johnson doesn't get Coach of the Year, I give up. I mean, what he has done with the Bears is unbelievable.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, but I do think, who was it? I think the Patriots coach was up there. They were talking about that, too. So
I know. I guess it's because the Bears have, for so long, they've just been so bad.
No, I agree with you.
Just how quickly he's turned that around.
He's a good coach.
Yeah.
Good coach. All right, well, it's a Monday. We've got a lot to do, including a huge announcement coming up here in less than an hour.
Oh, yes.
Cannot wait. Yeah, cannot wait for this announcement that we're going to give you just after 7 o'clock.
Okay, who posted yesterday on Facebook having people guess?
I did.
I feel like that was a mistake. I feel like that was a
Why?
mistake because people are really overshooting here.
I know.
Let's calm down on the guesses, folks.
I love that Goose is pregnant. That was my favorite.
Yeah, there were a couple of those. There were a couple of people that said the announcement was going to be Goose is pregnant. No.
Yeah.
One, physically impossible in both ways. One, I can't hold the baby. Two, I'm shooting blanks. So either way, it's not happening. Not happening. So.
I feel like you really gave people a chance to make some good guesses, some funny guesses, and be mean all in one post.
Yeah.
That sounds normal.
That's pretty normal.
It's
right?
normal for the internet.
Any question you put out there.
Yeah, pretty normal for the internet. But cannot wait to share with you what's coming up, and we'll do that here in just about an hour. Right now, let's get going with Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick.
All right, $25 up for grabs to water beds and stuff. What pop star just went on Instagram and vowed that she will never, ever perform in the United States again? Be the first one to text in who the pop star is at 800-821-9970, and we'll give you that $25 to water beds and stuff.
Let's get that answer for Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick.
All right, the question was, what pop star was on Instagram over the weekend and announced that she will never, ever perform in the United States again? Do either of you have a guess?
Britney Spears.
I knew Kelly would know.
I know. I follow Britney.
I knew you would know. I'm like, when's the last time she performed in the US?
It's been a long time. I don't think she's going to perform anywhere. I think she's done.
No, she says.
Does she have anything scheduled? Because this girl is not fit to tour.
Yeah. No, I think she would make a killing if she did.
Are you kidding?
She would definitely have to, she would need the good drugs.
Right.
Like the good stuff to keep her on the straight and narrow.
Well, she said she will never perform in the U.S. again due to extremely sensitive reasons, but she said she hopes to be sitting on a stool with a red rose in my hair performing with my son in the UK and Australia very soon.
Okay, is her son putting out music or something?
Yeah, she got him a piano this year. His name's Jaden James, and he's 19. He's a budding musician, she said. She said he's going to be a huge star, and I'm so humbled to be in his presence.
Okay, good. I hope he does great.
I mean, it's just odd, but isn't everything Britney does?
Yes, for the most part.
Shane Pryor from Dublin, first one to text in the correct answer. He's got $25 to waterbeds.
It would be a move for the kid to bring his mom on a limited concert tour date.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely. Again, would make an absolute killing if she could make it through a full performance or a tour without like snapping. So we'll see. I saw this article on Reddit. I thought it was quite interesting because I want to see if you could take a couple guesses as to what people were answering. When asked, what are they kind of quietly quitting in 2026? Meaning, what are they just going to stop caring about? And a bunch of people jumped up and answered the question. In 2026, trying to deal with less stress. We got enough going on in this world. So to make my life a little bit easier, I'm just going to kind of quit caring about this stuff. Kelly, do you have a guess as to what some of the more popular answers might be when they said they're quitting in 2026?
Workplace drama.
Oh, that is a good one. Not necessarily on the list, but nope, not on the list. That's a good one, though. Think you got to guess? What are people quitting in 2026?
Quit caring about politics?
Also not on the list,
no.
but that's a good one for sure.
A lot of people are burnt out.
Oh, absolutely. The answer's given. Responding to texts as soon as possible. Like,
oh, welcome to the club.
I don't want to. Yeah, Thick gave up on that a long time ago.
Does this make me old? I think it is so rude to not respond to a text. If you are waiting 24 hours to respond to a text, I think that's really rude because we all know you're on your phone. We all know it. We all know you saw my text. But you wait 24 hours to respond or even longer, I think it's rude. I think you should respond within a couple hours.
Okay.
Okay, well, a couple hours, yeah. Okay, but here's something. Let me ask you this. So I get a text, whether it's maybe from you guys with something on Instagram or TikTok, and I'm in the middle of something and I don't have time to do it right then. I'm like, I don't know what this is. I'm not going to jump on this yet. I'll get to it later. And then I don't see the text as being new anymore, so I forget about it.
Oh, yeah. Now, if I were to see a video, I could see a watch this, I need your opinion or something like that. But like a question, I would respond to a question.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
a video, yeah, for sure.
Just when you just get a link.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yeah, I think we know. I think 24. No one goes 24 hours without picking up their phone.
Oh, I have nieces and nephews that do.
You do?
Not me that. That don't answer, but I know they're on their phone.
That's what I'm saying.
You're right.
Yes, yeah.
That.
You're picking up your phone within 24 hours.
Yes.
A few hours, whatever.
Yeah.
People are good at. You should be good at putting down your phone. But yeah, 24 hours is a long time for sure. Let's see. People who are also quitting in 2026, keeping up with people you grew up with or grew apart from.
Yeah, agreed.
You don't have to jump on social media and do a whole high school reunion every single week. People are going to stop caring about sports so much. And I'm one of these. Going to keep watching, going to cheer, but not be so invested on whether they win or lose.
How do you consciously make a decision not to do that?
I don't know.
Because
it's
like when you're so invested in like a team, how do you step back emotionally?
I think you realize, like I did a few years ago when I started my mantra, I don't play for the team, it doesn't affect my life, and I have bills to pay on Monday.
Well, that's good.
So
I think that's healthy.
You just stop caring as much.
I still deeply care. But like I said, I go into every game knowing we might lose.
Right.
And if
so
we do,
you've done that. You have taken a
it.
step back. I'm not saying you don't deeply care, but you definitely think, because there are people. You see some of these videos of these Packers fans breaking TVs and stuff, and I'm just calling out the Packers fans because it just happened. But there have been a lot of people that have done this.
Oh, it's been going on for years.
That have smashed TVs or ripped this off. No.
Fan reaction videos are some of my favorite things in the whole world. Still sit in the corner and blubber my ass off when my team loses a big game.
For a second. Yeah, for a second. People quitting trendy clothes. As long as my clothes are clean, I don't care anymore.
Amen.
This is a big one. Making good time on the road. I'm going to stop caring about making good time on the road, which you should, because they did a scientific study. The difference between 10 miles an hour and 20 miles an hour is a big difference. The difference between 70 and 80, like 30 seconds. Like there's no difference when you're traveling. So going a little bit slower, keeping things a little bit safer.
I also love it when somebody just flies by me at some ridiculous speed, and and then I pull up right next to them at a red light. That's hilarious.
Yep. Yeah, I always look over. Like, getting peer pressured to go out. Someone said, "Screw FOMO, stay in and watch Netflix."
Right.
I definitely got to get better at that. Both Nora and I have to get better at that.
But you guys like to go out.
We do. We love it.
You have a good
we
time.
Absolutely love it. But for financial reasons, 2026 is going to change a little bit. Said the holidays. I'm going to stop worrying about the holidays so much.
Oh, how?
Valid question. I don't know, but
that's a great idea. I wish that I could unload stress over the holidays. How do you do it?
They said
take a bath?
They're going to dial back on Christmas. They're sick of consumerism.
I am too.
And so they're just going to kind of step back and just not be as stressed out about it.
Okay.
It's kind of like, I think it's kind of like the sports thing. Like, I don't play for the team. It doesn't affect my life, and I have bills to pay on Monday. When it comes to the holidays, it's like, I'm not going to scrub the baseboards and worry about perfect lighting and worried about getting the perfect picture. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
We're going to have a good time. We're going to enjoy our family, and that's all you can do.
That's it, man.
And then finally, things I'm going to stop caring about in 2026, buying a house. It has gotten so hard. I'm going to stop stressing about it. I'm going to be happy where I'm at. If I got to rent, I got to rent, which means I don't have to deal with a lot of the house things and all that kind of stuff. So until things calm down, I'm going to stop worrying so much about buying a house.
From somebody who is on Zillow at least once a day, usually more. There is no inventory out there.
That's the problem in Ohio.
That's crazy.
Because it's not the same everywhere.
Right.
I'm showing you guys in Texas. It's insane. These amazing homes you can get for $300,000.
It's pretty
gorgeous.
Pretty crazy. Depending on where you want to live, you can get a deal, but you got to be willing to live there. That's the problem. So hopefully your 2026 is a little bit less stressful than 2025. Good luck.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Our first story takes us down south. We have ourselves a WTF. What the Florida? If you've ever been behind the wheel before after a couple drinks, well, 1, don't do that. 2, you can always try this man's excuse. According to arrest records, a Florida man was pulled over after officers noticed his vehicle drifting between lanes and stopped awkwardly at green lights. The man was pulled over and questioned and admitted he had been drinking. But here's the thing. He has himself a valid argument. He says, I should not be arrested for drinking and driving because I was not drinking and driving. I was fully focused on driving. I was only drinking at stop signs and red lights.
Oh. I think I should be a defense attorney.
Yes. He said once the light turned green, I was fully focused on driving. Sipping at stoplights should not count as drinking and driving.
I think he misunderstands the law.
I think you're correct, Kelly. Police say the explanation didn't hold up during the field sobriety test, and he struggled to complete said field sobriety test, and he was arrested and charged with DUI.
Yeah, DUI is a better way. Drinking and driving, I can see the confusion.
Right, yes. But a DUI, totally different.
Right.
He's looking at it like texting. I only text at red lights.
Red lights, yeah. Once the story hit online, people said, yeah, I mean, I guess red lights can now be called temporary bars. Valid argument.
Who am I to argue?
I guess. Story number 2 takes us overseas as we go over to China. If you are a member of the male species with a certain set of anatomy, then feel free to grab it and hold on to it tightly right now, because that's exactly what's going to happen as I tell you about this 23-year-old man in China who was online. And we know China loves their holistic medicine. They try and handle things in a more natural way than we do. And he saw something online that talked about the miraculous effects you can have if you insert a leech into your bladder through your urethra.
Oh, come
okay.
on. Now.
What are we doing?
That's exactly what this man did. He inserted a 2-inch live leech into his body.
How?
I'm holding on to my equipment. I don't even have it. Oh.
Like it just crawled through the tip?
Yeah, it just crawled through the tip.
I understand that can open up really much wider than we realize.
It can.
Obviously, a leech went through it.
Instead of, instead of helping.
You know what it looks like you're doing right now?
I don't care. It hurts so bad. Oh, my lower tum-tum is really bothering me right now.
Tingle?
I can feel
that
it.
tingle?
I can feel it.
It goes like down your back to your, taint and then down the back of your legs.
If you've ever had the Q-tip test before, you know how that... Oh, God, it hurts so bad. The leech instead caused excruciating pain, an emergency room visit, emergency surgery to remove it, He is expected to make a full recovery. It doesn't even say what he was trying. Like, what was the leech supposed to do? It doesn't even say. I got hurt so bad.
What? You really? We're not going to know this?
No, there's no way.
Why?
Why did he do it? It doesn't say. It said the miraculous effects of what it can have inserting a leech into your bladder through your urethra. That's it.
Don't worry, the leech knows where to go. It knows what to do.
It knows what to do?
Yeah.
It just automatically...
suck your blood. Isn't that what a leech does?
Yeah. So is it supposed to, like... But it says to your bladder, like you want more blood flow in your bladder?
It is weird.
That doesn't seem like...
Just let it attach to your undercarriage.
No, God.
A little taint leeching never hurt anyone.
Taint leeching.
Oh, you just got the danglies in between? They're just hanging. This is an awful, awful conversation for 6:47 in the morning.
We need to stop handling leeches. Like, I think we learned that back in the 20s. But anyway, let's just bring that into the 1920s. Not the 2020s.
Not the 2020s. Like all the way back in the 1920s.
100 years ago, we learned.
I can't even fathom having... No, thank you. Okay, moving along. That's your not so breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz. We're about 20 minutes away from a very exciting announcement. Cannot wait to share with you what we have going down and how you can be a part of it. We'll do so coming up here right around 7:10. I wanted to share this story with you and see how you feel about this, because this is kind of interesting as it has taken off in the past week or so. According to TikTok, searches have surged by more than 452% in the last week. And more than 55 million videos have been created using a specific filter. And that filter is 2016. In the past week, people have become obsessed with 2016, the year. More than 55 million videos have been created using the 2016 filter. Stats from Spotify show a 71% increase in 2016 playlists. And no one really knows why. There's no explanation as to why 2016 is trending again. Apparently, I guess some Gen Zers are kind of already down on 2026, and they want a quote-unquote factory reset when things were simpler, more optimistic, and less divisive.
2016 doesn't seem the year to go.
It really does not.
We need to go back a little further, I feel like.
Although at the same time, some people have asked the question, what year would you go back to where things were simpler, more optimistic, and less divisive? Because some people have the argument that it's always been... things always get more complicated and more divisive from the previous year.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of been a continuing trend.
I don't remember anything like anything we see now back in like the 80s, the mid 80s. I never heard anybody fighting about everything.
So you're saying the 80s would be a simpler time?
Oh, very much simpler.
Simpler, more optimistic, and less divisive.
Yes.
If you were to go back to the 80s,
big time.
I'm trying to hold on.
I feel like we would all go back to when we were more unaware, because I do feel like there's always been political fighting, and maybe not to the degree where the whole of society is able to get online and share a public opinion.
And that's the thing.
Pre-internet might be an easier time.
Yeah, you had your neighborhood fights that you knew about. You might have known what was going down in your city because the newspaper got delivered to your front door. But to have all the information about all the things going on all the time, that absolutely caused problems.
There also wasn't this constant spread of misinformation and lies.
Yeah.
And, I mean, half the
or
internet
if there was like a ripple, the lie died out like 6 blocks from your home or 2 miles from your home. If the misinformation got out, it could only go so far, but now you can reach everyone.
Right, but it was always that thing, the two things you don't talk about in public are politics and religion. People actually abided by that in the 80s.
A lot, yeah. Let's see. I just Googled 2016 and to see what was going on. Internationally, Brexit was going on. There was a lot of talk of the Syrian civil war going on. In science and culture, Pokemon Go took off in 2016. You had the Olympics in Rio. Let's see. In U.S. politics and society, that was the Trump election win. The Zika virus was going down, if you remember the Zika virus.
I became a Bring Me the Horizon fan in 2016 because that's when Happy Song came out.
Okay. What were you saying?
I forget.
The Flint water crisis took off in 2016 in Flint, Michigan. That was a big thing going on. So, yeah, I don't know what it was about 2016 and why it's actually absolutely just exploding online.
I think, here's what I think. I think it's probably the younger generation going back to a time before they were aware of anything. Back when you're innocent, back when all you want to do is go out and roller skate and hang out with your friends, and you're not concerned with paying bills, you're not concerned with any of that. You're a kid.
Yeah, becoming an adult's a real bitch.
Yeah,
it really it does. It kind of affects your mental, your stability and your outlook on certain things. Yeah. Now, someone did say it's more than just nostalgia. It's actually that the internet is less fun now. And I couldn't agree more. There's so much brain rot and AI slop that it becomes difficult. Because the one thing I will say is I have noticed, as much as I've defended TikTok and as much time as I have spent doom scrolling and laughing at videos, TikTok is not what it used to be. Like all social media, it has changed. Way more advertisements, way more people with their TikTok shops. Ugh. Every other video is someone selling something now. It's not about just funny type stuff anymore like it used to be.
Although it is tagged in a way that as soon as I see that, I don't bother listening if I see that they're selling something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nope,
Done.
Away.
Right. Done.
You're right. You see, you have to do that a lot.
But you have to, you got to do that so much more. You could scroll through 3 videos before you actually get to a video you want to watch because of either they're selling something or there's a good chance it's something political too. And I'm not on there for political stuff. I want to laugh.
Right.
That's so funny because that was the complaint about Facebook and why everybody was going to TikTok.
Right.
Was the same thing.
Because
the same complaint about Facebook.
Social media just changes.
Yeah.
It starts off as one thing.
Right.
And then once people get a hold of it, it just kind of morphs into something else.
I'll tell you, the greatest 16 hours of my life was when TikTok went black. It was. It's like I actually, was like, okay, now I can fill up my day with something.
Other things.
Yeah. Things that I really want to do, but I get so sunk into my couch with TikTok that I don't move.
Absolutely. Yep. So, will this morph into more? We'll have to wait and see. But, if you want an escape, apparently 2016 is the place to go now.
And now, all right, I'm listening. 3 things you need to know before you go.
The man arrested in the double murder of Spencer and Monique Tepe in their Wineland Park home set to make his first court appearance today. 39-year-old Michael McKee, the ex-husband of Monique Tepe, was arrested on Saturday, 10 days after the Tepes were gunned down in their home. Investigators were able to track a vehicle that had arrived before the murders and left shortly after. They found that vehicle in Rockford, Illinois, registered to McKee, who was arrested shortly after and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. His extradition hearing is today in Rockford. McKee is a Chicago-based vascular surgeon. He and Monique Tepe divorced in 2017 after roughly 2 years of marriage.
How are you just going to chuck all that out the window?
I know.
I don't know. You're an accomplished human being, but I don't know. It is just confounding.
When did they divorce?
2017.
In that,
yeah.
Like 9 years later, you're gonna. Wow. I mean, that guy's got a grudge somewhere.
I mean, you would think after all the years, he would understand like the workings of the heart. That you wouldn't have to do something like this.
Man, was he ever even thought of before? Like they realized it?
I am quite sure he was on the list.
I was
going
to say that's got to be towards the top.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's but I didn't know.
After you rule out murder suicide, then you start looking at the family members,
right?
Former family members. I bet the ex-husband is
right
at
off
the top
the bat,
of that
yes.
list. Yeah. Actor-director Timothy Busfield is yet to be taken into custody after a judge in New Mexico issued a warrant for his arrest on charges of child sex abuse. The case involves two boys who were actors on a television crime drama called The Cleaning Lady, in which the 68-year-old Busfield was acting and directing. The two 11-year-old actors are twins. Both report he touched them inappropriately in a bedroom on the set starting in 2022 and lasting until 2024. Busfield acknowledged tickling the boys. Production assistants were interviewed by police, and they said that Busfield was touchy and sometimes unprofessional. Touchy in the way of grabby touchy. Police say the designated set teacher frequently lost track of the boys, potentially allowing for Busfield to be alone with them. This is not the first time Busfield has been accused of sexual assault, once in 1994, another time in 2012. Neither of those resulted in charges. Busfield acted in the shows The West Wing and 30-something and is married to actress Melissa Gilbert. Golden Globes were last night, one battle after another, and Hamnet took top prizes. The Studio was named Best TV Series, and The Pit won Best TV Series. Best Limited or Anthology Series went to Adolescence, the story of a murder investigation that unfolds in one shot. And for the first time, an award was given for Best Podcast. It went to Amy Poehler for Good Hang. And those are your three things.
I wonder if she gave a little look or a little to her ex, who was on Will Arnett on Smart List, and they were up for it too.
Maybe.
Loser.
I will tell you, I listened to both of those podcasts, and Good Hang goes down a lot more smoothly.
You know, I had to, when we were wrapping up the holidays on January, whatever it was, 2nd, I had to drive to Detroit to pick up the boys because Nora was wrapping up, was in the stages of being really sick. So I drove up there and picked them up. And so I listened to Smart List on my way up there. And so I can get through 3 episodes on the 3-hour drive. And again, laugh out loud funny at some of the things they say to each other and the way they roast each other and pick on each other. But their interview skills are just so bad. I'm mind blown at how good they are at certain things. But sometimes listening to them talk is so, they talk over each other.
Well, and as far as Will and Jason Bateman go, their main goal is to throw in a funny one-liner. They do not care what is being said, who's talking, what's happening. It's like, I gotta be the funny guy here. And it can get annoying.
But Will Arnett's interview style, the way he talks is...
Oh, it's like he stumbles around until he finds a question.
Yes, that's exactly it.
He starts talking
He
first,
stumbles, yes.
and then finds a question in that.
Yes. It's like watching someone slipping on ice before they do and they're doing it for like 4 minutes before they finally fall down. And you're like, fall down already. That's what him asking questions is like.
And then if you want to know the main point to all of these is, aren't we all great? You're great. We love you so much. You're amazing. Thanks for coming on. Aren't we all great?
They're goodbyes to anyone they're wrapping up with. Okay, bye. Bye, buddy. Okay, bye. Yep, love you, man. Thank you. All right, bye. Yep, have a good one. Bye. You're the best. See you later. All right, very cool announcement to give you. Real quick, though, I wanted to, just because it deals with announcements, I have to tell you this story real quick. Because both of you, and you're not the only ones, I'm not putting this on you, Thick, or on you, Kelly, alone, but you have joined the ranks of people who have mentioned how much greater Nora is than I am, and how much I leveled up, and I totally get that.
No,
but
okay.
You outkicked your coverage.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think she's greater than you, but I think she is a great human being.
Okay.
Oh, she's by far greater than Goose.
Now wait a minute.
My wife's by far greater than me. I get it.
No, and I'm not denying that, but but every so often something happens, and I want to share with you what happened. Because maybe you'll change your mind about how great Nora is.
Oh, okay.
Because on Saturday morning, as we were sitting on the couch enjoying our coffee, we decided now was the time. Nora made this little Evite, and it's to save the dates for September 4th, because that's the day we're going to get married. And we have a very small, we're doing less than 75 people, a very small select group. So on Saturday morning, enjoying our coffee, we went out and we sent the digital text version of Save the Dates to the select few that are going to be coming to the wedding up there in Detroit. And, of course, both of you and your significant others are on the list. We would love if you can join us for the wedding. But Nora said, well, we won't send them. I'm going to give you physical, actual save, because she did have a few cards printed out, the save the date cards. And she goes, older people sometimes like the actual physical save the date to put on their refrigerator or something. They would rather have it instead of digital. Might not be tech savvy to have to save the date. And she had physical. And her exact words were, some of the older people enjoy actual physical cards.
Does she listen to the show? Doesn't she know Kelly lives on her phone? If anybody...
Right. I don't know how to open a text to save my life.
If anybody's going to see that text, it's Kelly Quinn.
I mean, your actual... I just want to let you know, your actual physical cards are coming. And that's what Nora thinks about you two. Just so you know. All right. Announcement time. Let's get to it. Very excited to share this with you as coming up here in a couple weeks, we are going to be celebrating our kind of 1-year birthday party together, our 1-year anniversary as a show. And we were trying to think of something to do. So we were very fortunate to find out that we are going to be able to jump on board with an amazing show that's going down. And we've been talking about doing something like this for a while. That is why we are so proud to announce the Morning Blitz Comedy Show live at the King of Clubs Sunday, February 15th. Sunday, February 15th. And we have teamed up with Punchlines and Backlines with this amazing comedy show and musical performance that's going down. That's the coolest thing about this. It's like a whole night of entertainment. You've got Don Jameson, Rob Beach, Courtney Cronin, and your host, Ryan McBride, are all going to be there. Plus, they're going to do a show with Hair Nation right after the comedy show. Like, all 80s hair rock.
They have, I'm looking at their set list of songs that they do. It's incredible, you guys.
What's some of the songs on there?
All right, so we have Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil, Jackal, Quiet Riot, Cinderella, Metallica, Aerosmith, Skid Row, Scorpions, Dio, Ozzy, Guns N' Roses, Whitesnake, Motley Crue, Jane's Addiction, AC/DC. I mean, anything you can think of, they cover.
And what's really cool with Punchlines and Backlines, Don Jameson, Rob Beach, these are all former VJs on MTV, Hair Nation. I mean, they've got it all covered. These are former people that are very involved in the music industry and have been with rock music, and they've moved on to do other amazing things on stage like stand-up comedy, and it's going to be a great time.
Reb Beach played guitar for Winger.
Yeah, I mean this is absolutely unbelievable. Now here's the thing: we are going to do a very special morning show live podcast before the show, which is going to be a blast. And then I'm very excited to announce I'm going to be getting up on stage for the first time in a while.
Get to hear a comedy set.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna open the show.
Yeah,
and do a stand-up set. So I'm very excited to get back on stage. So this whole thing is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. The Morning Show Blitz Comedy Show Live, Sunday, February 15th at the King of Clubs with Punchlines and Backlines and Hair Nation music. It's going to be a blast.
We're going to play some of our games live.
We're going to play some of our games live. Yep. So we want you there for the live podcast taping and, of course, the live comedy show and, of course, music afterwards with Hair Nation. Let's give away the first pair of tickets right now, just because.
Okay.
800-821-9970. You want to join us for the Morning Blitz Comedy Show Live? 800-821-9970. We'll give away the first pair of tickets right now just because. And we've got a ton of tickets to give away for this thing. So we cannot wait for you to join us. We will have tickets available, which you will be able to get at TKOC.com. Of course, the King of Clubs, .live. TKOC.live. That's King of Clubs Live. And you can get your tickets there. And please pick them up. We cannot wait to see you there. 98.7 The Blitz. Oh, we've got a lot going on this week. I knew it was going to be a very busy week, so I wanted to make sure I was very well rested. Got into bed early. Bed by like 7:15 last night. Just relaxing. Pretty sure I was asleep by 8 o'clock.
Nice.
But to make sure I slept well, I took some extra gummies. And they happened to kick in before I fell asleep, so my mind started to wander. And this is where I like to share my gummy thoughts with you. Like I thought about this before falling asleep last night. A fried egg and fried chicken are the same food, just at different stages of life.
Oh, you're right.
Just depends on when you're grabbing them. That's it. Speaking of food, I thought about this. Bologna is just hot dog pancakes.
That it is.
Flattened out.
Hot
dog pancakes. Yep, absolutely. Yellow mustard is nothing more than the syrup.
Yep.
I mean, that's all there is to it. I thought about this before falling asleep last night. We are not afraid of being alone in the dark. We're afraid of not being alone in the dark.
Yes, isn't that the truth?
This crossed my mind before dozing off last night. Humans only think that aliens would abduct them and experiment on them because that's what we would do.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, who's to say that they just wouldn't say
a probe right
hello?
up the beehole.
Yeah.
That's the first thing we're doing.
First thing we're doing, yes. You know where our minds lie. I thought about this before falling asleep last night. You ever wonder how many times you've been part of a story? Like a stranger's story. Not like, hey, Vic, remember that time Kelly? Like, no, like a stranger was like, this one time I saw this woman.
Yes.
Like,
oh, you know it's happened to all of us.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure it has. I know for a fact it happened once. I think I've shared this story before. When I started golfing, I talked about it on the radio, and this PGA had invited me out and gave me lessons. And he ended up giving me a bag of clubs, a starter bag, which came with all the clubs you needed to actually go out and play. He had a spare set, and he gave it to me. So when I really got into it, the next year was the first time I bought my first set of golf clubs. And we were at the course, and I took my old clubs with me, and it was really busy. And I said, watch this. And I shanked a shot, and I got really mad, and I started yelling. And I grabbed my old clubs, and I threw them into the lake at the golf course. I said, F this game, I hate it! And I started chucking my clubs one at a time. And I know the people on the other holes were like, this one time at the golf course? No, they're sharing that story.
Yeah.
I thought about this before falling asleep last night. What if the meteor that killed all the dinosaurs was actually a UFO and we're aliens? What if we were the DNA on that ship?
Oh, wow.
That then became who we are today. Total possibility. Thought about this before falling asleep last night. Isn't it weird that I could transfer data from my brain into someone else's just by using air to push vibrations from my throat in your general direction?
Oh, you've gone very deep here. Yeah.
Isn't that strange?
Yes.
Very.
Thought about this before falling asleep, thinking of transferring information. We all have unique handwriting, even though we were all taught the same way. Like we all followed along on that little dotted paper. We know how to do it.
We should all have the same handwriting.
Right, but we all have unique handwriting. And my final thought before dozing off last night, off into La La Land in a sweet, sweet slumber. The word none is just the letter N doing a cartwheel.
Wait, say it again?
The word none, like the
Catholic
Catholic
nun.
nun,
N-U-N.
yeah, is just the letter N doing a cartwheel.
That's
for
good.
God's
I love it. I love it.
Wee!
Yeah, it's so cute.
Just doing a little somersault.
I'm picturing it.
Yeah, can you picture
This
that?
is animated
Yeah, no,
already.
I got it. I got it.
Those are my gummy thoughts from last night. It's a Monday. Back at it to start the work week. What's on your to-do list, Kelly?
Well, I showed you because it popped up in my reminders. I have to call the vet about my dog, getting him in for a nail trim and get his anal glands done.
Squeezed. Cleaned out.
Why is that? I've owned dogs.
Well,
I've never had anal glands.
Many don't need them done, but if you see your dog like scooching, a lot of times they're trying to express their anal glands because they didn't do it naturally when they pooped. So
is that what happens? They poop and it happens?
It gets a little buildup. Like there's like little cheeks in there that it gets buildup in there, and it's got to be pushed out.
So Vic was like, "I can do it," and so he started describing how.
Wait, you do it at home?
I used to when we had our dog. Yeah, I used to. She was a pug. She was small, so it was easy with her.
Why would you? Why would you do that?
Because my vet taught me, so I didn't have to take her to him all the time to do it, like Kelly has to do with her.
It saves you about $25
and a trip, and you just do it while you're giving him a bath.
He is vomiting. Oh, he is. He is literally throwing up right now. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God! Into the trash can.
Oh,
what
I
are we
can't
doing?
even look. This is gonna be a chain reaction vomiting situation.
Hey!
Oh, God.
Okay, all of a sudden we're in the movie Problem Child. So Kelly is not looking at Goose right now.
I can't.
Goose is bent
throw up.
over the trash can.
Oh, God.
And I'm just laughing.
See? You were laughing, Kelly. You were cracking up 30 seconds ago off the air.
Yeah, but now you're going to make me blow chunks.
Well, Thick was making me blow chunks. Oh, God.
I bet other people do this. I can't be the only one. But you've seen a dog scooch across.
Yes, I know what it is, and I have heard the expression, and I've heard people doing it, but I didn't know people do it at home.
There are tons of YouTube videos if you ever want to.
Who the F is what?
I did. I
people
thought
who
I
wanna
could maybe
learn.
do it myself, but my dog will not let me get within 20 feet of his
You couldn't
V8.
paint. There's no way.
It's not that big a deal.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
yes,
not.
it is.
Use a hold of paper towel. He just squirts in a paper
Okay,
towel.
all right.
There's nothing to it.
Hey, what else? I'm very
He's
curious.
so squeamish.
800-821-9970. What's on your to-do list? Do you have anything else as bad as, hey, I got to remember to squeeze my dog's ass glands?
The only thing my alert says is anal glands, so I had to show these guys. I'm like, look at my alert for today, anal glands.
That's hilarious. That's the greatest alert ever.
Who has got...
Carrie says you're too fragile, Goose.
Hey, you're right. I have a fairly weak kind. I can take the. I'll watch surgery. I can take medical stuff.
Yeah,
I can take blood.
you watch The Pit?
Yeah, I'll watch Life in the ER where they actually show the real. So I got no problem with that.
Derek says he has 4 dogs and he does it all the time.
Well, Derek, you can go to hell. You can go to hell. You die.
Can I slip Derek? Can I slip my dog in there?
800-821-9970. Who's got something more mundane or worse on their to-do list
Today.
than squeezing their...
Oh, I'm not going to do it. I don't know how I come to call the vet.
No,
I'll pay the $25-30.
I have been mad at a vet before. Like, how are you charging this much for vaccines? How are you charging this much, like an emergency room visit?
Yeah.
You know, when you're paying tons of money for the dog ER. But I would pay any amount of money if that was a
Get that
necessity
done.
for my dog.
Well, when you guys get a dog, you just let me know, and I'm available for hire.
I absolutely. I would 100% pay you to.
Will you
If I
watch
brought
though?
Moses in here tomorrow morning,
Oh, absolutely.
do it live on the air.
You'll have to hold. You probably have to hold it.
Oh my God!
We'll
You just hear.
post the video on our
The
Blitz
bad
Facebook
thing
page.
is there is quite a pungent.
Oh, there's a
aroma.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Oh, there is an odor. There is definitely an odor. No doubt. That's why you do it while you're giving them a bath.
Here he goes again.
You know, that's the whole thing.
Oh gosh, I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Goose is not doing well. Dude, you're getting the
went from
color
bright
in your
red-
face.
Gray. I can feel.
Yes,
I can feel like
there's a
gray.
there is a pallor.
Oh God. Oh man. That just ruined my week.
Sorry.
On a Monday.
The whole week is shot from here on out. God Almighty. I can't think of anything worse. But if you got one, 800-821-9970.
You never heard of this?
No, I
heard of
absolutely
it.
have
Oh,
heard of
okay,
it.
okay.
I know people do it.
Okay.
I know it takes place. I know a lot of dogs need it, but I've never been this in depth with it before, and I never, ever, ever want to again.
You didn't know, like, dog owners did it themselves.
Themselves, right?
Yeah.
And then he watched you pantomime it, which I think really set him over the edge.
I know, I'm doing all the hand motions and everything, and he's
Not
losing
good.
it.
Not good at all. It's 997 The Blitz.
And now, all right, I'm listening.
The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Police are searching for a prowler in northwest Columbus. Authorities say a man has been seen in the Sawmill and Hard Road areas for the past month, checking for unlocked doors. The suspect, described as black or Hispanic, between 20 and 30 years old, about 5'10", with a goatee or light facial hair. He was last seen wearing a black hoodie and blue plaid pajama pants. Anyone with home security video is asked to contact Columbus Police. A worker assigned to guard a construction site near a 2026 Winter Olympics venue in Cortina, Italy, has died during an overnight shift in sub-zero conditions. Italian authorities say that the 55-year-old man was on duty Thursday night when temperatures fell to about 10 degrees, which may have contributed to him suffering a heart attack near Cortina's ice arena. Investigation is taking place. Speaking of the Winter Olympics, I feel like I haven't heard a single thing about the Winter Olympics.
It's been pretty quiet.
February 6th.
Yeah, because they're coming up.
Yeah.
It's been pretty quiet.
It's wild. Anyway, February 6th opening ceremonies feature Mariah Carey and Andrea Bocelli, and events are being held in both Cortina and Milan. So that's coming up here pretty soon. 2 people who flew British Airways from Los Angeles to London Heathrow ended their journeys with broken ankles after a burst of turbulence. When the aircraft flew near Greenland, it hit 15 seconds of severe clear air turbulence, which is, I guess, hard to predict for pilots. The fasten seatbelt announcement was made, but a flight attendant who was lowering her jump seat to strap in was thrown upwards, then fell and fractured her ankle. And pretty much the same thing happened to a passenger who was returning to a seat from the restroom. Thrown up and down.
Bounce you up in the air and you come down and snap your ankle.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So I guess there were, luckily for them, a third passenger became ill and lost consciousness. So this was a situation here. 2 doctors were on board, thank goodness, and were able to treat the injured until the plane landed. And those are your 3 things.
It's the Morning Blitz.
It's time. Rock and Rumble. Kelly versus Goose.
On the Blitz.
Yeah, the first Rock and Rumble of 2026, and we have got 4 packs of tickets for the North Coast Golf and Travel Show coming up the 23rd through the 25th at Ohio Expo Center. Unbeatable deals on golf equipment and accessories, trips, travel. You can go to the ColumbusGolfShow.com for tickets and details. But you know what? We'll hook you up right now. You plan on doing a little traveling in 2026? Or if you're like me, you want to get in some amazing golf, get your deals on your clubs, and golf balls, and shoes, and all that stuff. You can do it at the North Coast Travel Golf and Travel Show. 800-821-9970. We need 2 contestants right now who want to go. And we need 1 representative for Kelly, 1 representative for me. And then we're going to throw it down for the first time in 2026.
I'm ready.
800-821-9970 right now if you want a chance at those tickets. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Kim.
Kim. All right, Kim. You called in first, so you get the first pick of 2026. You want a team with Goose or Kelly?
Goose.
Good choice.
That hurts.
That's the way to start off the year, the first game of 2026. And you're already a loser, Kelly.
I'm feeling it.
All right, Kim, you hang on 1 second. Let's find a contestant to play with Kelly. Blitz, hi, who's this?
This is Ken.
Ken. All right, Ken. Sorry to say, but you are stuck with Kelly for this game.
All right.
So,
Ken and Kelly.
Ken, let's let our rage fuel a win here. All right?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Double Ken.
Kim, Ken, you hang on. Double K. We got KK. All right, moving on. We've got Kim and Ken on hold right now for the first Rock and Rumble of 2026. Thick, what is today's category?
Kelly, you know you couldn't keep movies away forever.
Oh, it's okay. It's all right. It's my worst category, but I'm fine. I'm game.
All right, we're doing movie casts.
Movie cast.
I give you an actor, you tell me the movie. If you don't get it, then we get another actor's name that's in the cast.
So you're going to slowly run through the cast of a movie. Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Wait,
Kim and
do
Ken,
we just shout it out, and then if we get it wrong, then the other person gets an extra actor.
Gotcha. And then you get,
yes.
You get a guess.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Yes.
All right, here we go.
All right, first one. Ron Livingston.
Office Space. Got it. Woo!
But she's terrible
Wow.
at movie. She's terrible at the movie concept.
Wow. Okay. I could picture it, and I was like, "Who is that? Who is that?"
I just don't know anything else that guy's been in. He was in I think a streaming show.
I think you're right.
But
Yep.
All right, next one. Denzel Washington.
I'm gonna get this.
he might. I don't.
Will Patton.
Will Patton. Okay.
Wood Harris.
Damn.
Ryan Hurst.
Will Patton.
I'm at a loss with Denzel movies,
Denzel.
so.
I love Denzel.
Donald Faison.
Oh my God! Donald Faison from Scrubs. What was he in with? Oh,
If this one doesn't do it, nothing will. Hayden Panettiere.
oh, that was no, because that was Ellie Fanning in Man on Fire. Hayden Panettiere was in which Equalizer?
I only got one left, and that's Craig Kirkwood. Oh my gosh, you guys. Hayden Panettiere was very little in this movie.
Yeah, I know.
Little girl with curly hair. She was a daughter of somebody in the movie.
The president? Was she
No.
the daughter of the
Nope.
president?
Damn it! Which one? Which
I did
Denzel
see
movie
Man
is
on
this?
Fire now that you
All right,
mentioned
well,
it.
nobody's getting this one. She was the daughter of the offensive coordinator. No, the defensive coordinator.
Oh, right.
Man, it was Remember the Titans,
Remember
you
the
guys.
Titans. Damn it. I can't believe I didn't get that. Yep, I remember that. What are you doing, coach? Yeah. Okay.
All right, next one. Will Ferrell. John C. Riley.
Is it old school?
Talladega Nights.
Old school.
He wasn't in that one, so you got it wrong, too. Step Brothers.
Yes.
Yeah.
No!
It was either Talladega Nights or Step Brothers. Yeah.
But he wasn't in old school John C. Riley?
He was not. No. Nope.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
That wasn't the movie I was doing.
I'm sure he was not in that one.
All right, here we go.
I don't get my ding, ding, ding?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ding, ding.
God,
Did you actually get that one?
Yeah, he did.
I know, but I mean,
What did
According to the rules, no.
Wait, what was it? Talladega Nights?
No,
No,
Step Brothers.
Step Brothers, yeah.
All
I
right.
said it second.
Kevin Spacey. Annette Bening.
Oh, American Beauty. Thank you.
Why? I was stuck on Kevin James. I was about to say, Here Comes the Boom. Grown-ups. Like, I was like, what?
Mall Cop.
Yeah. Yes. Paul Blart.
I love Paul Blart, Mall Cop.
All right. All right.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Tom Hanks. Meg Ryan.
You've got mail.
No, Sleepless in
Sleepless
Seattle.
I didn't even have to give her another actor.
Well, it's only 2 movies. You know it's one of those 2.
All right. Got to get this one, Goose. Adam Sandler. Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates. Oh, Waterboy.
Son of
Yes! Yes!
Come on!
I don't know what to tell you,
I can't
man.
even win at the movie categories now. Oh, all right.
Ken.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's do it.
It
Yeah.
feels good, doesn't it?
She let her anger fuel her victory.
Yes.
All right. Ken, 4-pack of tickets for North Coast Golf and Travel Show. Kim, I'm not going to leave you empty-handed. I'm going to give you a 4-pack of tickets as well, okay?
Oh,
Okay,
she's
cool.
gone.
Thanks. She was so sick and tired of me.
Kim? Oh, she left?
Yeah, well,
Yeah. She's like, forget this.
Yeah.
Click.
Oh.
All right. Well, there you are. Hi, Kim. All right. Yeah, you're
She
both
was on
getting
the
a
potty.
4-pack of tickets. North Coast Golf and Travel Show. You're both going to be there coming up the 23rd through the 25th.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Oh, we have got ourselves a doozy this morning. Not one, but 2 stories taking us down south. We've got a double dose of WTF. What the Florida? Our first story takes us to Cape Coral, where a man has just been arrested. James Edward Wilson has been arrested for child negligence after his 5-year-old son was found carrying a loaded handgun inside his backpack at Trafalgar Elementary School. The school's screening system, OpenGate, alerted the staff and prompted law enforcement officials to search the student's backpack, where they found the firearm. He was isolated when the firearm was discovered, but apparently the student was unaware of the 9mm handgun in his backpack. The police then, of course, went to question the father and how this may have happened. And basically, the father put the gun in the son's backpack, but then forgot to take it out before school.
I don't understand why that's where you put the gun.
Right. Why did he put it
Anytime.
That's a valid question. Of course, there was a very large, very swift, immediate response to having a gun in an elementary school. Would the 5-year-old know how to use it? Of course, you don't know. But the father was then arrested because, there's really no reason why is that the storage container?
I don't know. Now you've just labeled your kid with a psycho label now. Like this is you've done this at 5 years old.
Yes.
Like, oh, that's the kid with the gun. Thanks, Dad. Thanks for mapping out my elementary future for me.
You'll be remembered for that. They got to move.
Yeah, Gunny McGunnerson is that 5-year-old.
They got to move to another town.
Yeah. Story number 2 takes us to Monroe County down there in Florida near Key Largo, where a Boston man was just arrested because apparently, when you're driving in a U-Haul box truck, you're already standing out a little bit. You're already bigger than most cars. People see you coming. So if you're going to drive erratically, police are going to take notice. It's not as easy to hide the top of a box truck swaying back and forth in traffic. You can kind of see that from a distance. Well, it doesn't help when you drive by police at an accelerated rate of speed through a school zone and then flip off the police officers as you're driving by. And that's exactly what this man did. Mr. Jailovov was impeding traffic, following too closely, speeding, and other violations as he drove through the school zone and flipped off the sheriff's office. That's not going to do yourself any favors.
You're trying to go to jail at this point.
It kind of seems that way. Yeah, if you're in a U-Haul truck doing all those things and then, put the cherry on top by flipping off the police officers as you do it, that's going to cause some
Is
issues.
there a chance? Is there a chance? It's sucks to help people move. And then he was like, I've loaded my last couch. I am not. I'm pulling up to somebody's house. I'm going to just go ahead and get arrested. I'd rather spend the weekend in jail than help this person move a piano.
That's a valid argument. That is a valid argument. Yeah, maybe his buddies, whose stuff it is, was following behind because he had to drive his car from his old place to his new place. So he said, can you take the U-Haul? And he said, there's no way I'm going to help him unload this U-Haul. It was way too much of a bitch to load up.
Right.
I am not
Forget
unloading.
it. I'm done.
Too much heavy stuff, too many boxes. So I'm just going to go to jail. And the sure way to do that is speed through a school zone, zipping through traffic, and flip off the police officers. That is a valid argument.
Yeah.
I'm not totally against that. There you go. It's your Not So Breaking News, 99.7 The Blitz. What are you going to stop caring about in 2026? It's the start of a new year. New year, new me, that kind of stuff. And maybe you want to grow a little bit this year. And you want to take some of the weight off your shoulders. A little less stress in your life. So what are you going to stop caring about in 2026? Someone put the question out on Reddit, and some people are giving up some pretty typical answers. We talked about this earlier. Some people said sports. I'm going to keep watching, but I'm not going to be so invested. I know there were a lot of invested people this past weekend. I saw some fan reactions from the Packers blowing it against the Bears.
I'm going to have to go get some of those.
What's that?
Some of the audio of that.
Oh, man,
Good
they
stuff.
They are not happy. There were some broken TVs. There were some broken glasses. There were some ripped jerseys. Blowing a 21-point lead. People were not happy. I get it, because I was there.
Were they up 21?
No, maybe 18 or something like that. So it was 14-0. And then it was
21-6.
Yeah, 21-6. Yeah,
okay.
in the fourth quarter. Yep. I've put a hole in the wall before. Not on purpose, but I've definitely gone, son of a, and my hand went through the drywall because I hit it a little too hard.
A little too hard?
Yeah, must have hit that pretty good, man.
Well, that's
some cheap-ass drywall.
That sideways closed fist You're just
you still got to hit that pretty hard.
And I did break a TV one time, but that was on accident because I had my game helmet and I was walking around with my game helmet, and I'm pretty sure it was 2015, and it was the game, and Michigan scored a touchdown with like no time left or a minute left in the game, and we were down by 1, and we went for 2 instead of kicking the extra point. And I wasn't mad at the call. I like the cojones to go for the win, but they didn't make it. And Ohio State ended up winning the game.
Oh, yeah.
And I had my game helmet, and I threw it on the ground.
But it got a bad bounce.
It got a bad bounce, and it hit the TV, which was on the TV stand, and the TV wobbled back and forth and just went boom, fell over. And I was like, no!
I figured your worst would have been losing last year to the Commanders. The Lions losing to the Commanders.
No, I take a Michigan loss way harder than I take a Lions loss. Yeah. So 800-821-9970. What are you giving up in 2026? What are you going to stop caring about? Kelly, can you think of something that you would love to just kind of take less feelings about?
Yeah, I think as I've gotten older, I've realized I was always very worried about how people perceive me or what they think of me. But what I've realized is that people aren't thinking of me. It's like we think that people are thinking of us a lot more than they actually are.
That's really important to notice, because I think a lot of people, as you get older, a lot of people have talked about it, you stop caring about what people think about you. And that was a very popular answer. Other people's opinions about you.
Yeah, like I do care about getting along with people. That is my primary goal in life. I don't like conflict, and I don't want confrontation. I like to get along with people, and that to me makes me have a peaceful life.
Yes, sure.
But if there's somebody who doesn't like me, number one, I can't control that. I mean, it's, you know.
You can't. You're right.
I can't control it. And if you don't like me, I guarantee you're not spending a ton of time thinking or talking about me. Then those were always my fears as I was younger. Like, oh my gosh, like this is going to bother me unless I can get this person to change their opinion about me.
And that's kind of the important thing. There's one side of worrying about what people think about you, but part of that, kind of a subsector of that, is people aren't thinking about you.
Nobody's
They've
thinking
got their
of you.
other things going on.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
And especially like people worry like they've got a hair out of place or a spot on their shirt. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a damn.
I'm very much a stain person. They'll drive me nuts. I'm like, I can see it. It's staring at me from the drop on my pants or from the thing on my shirt.
And most people won't know unless you point it out to them.
Now, the one thing I haven't gotten over in this whole area, and maybe I will one day, I likely won't, and Thick knows this about me, is I will not do like a pool party or a beach party with anybody.
She won't wear a bikini.
I won't wear a bathing suit in front of my coworkers or like my larger family in terms of in-laws. My in-laws have a pool, and I'm like, oh, hard pass on that. I do care about that, and I know none of them would think twice about it.
Right.
So I don't know. It's just a weird personal thing.
I remember trying to get Kelly. I was telling Kelly we should all go on a beach vacation together. She's looking at me. She's like, are you crazy? I don't wear a bathing suit. I don't go to a beach. I'm like, we want to go skiing? Like snow skiing, maybe?
Yes, and we did do that once at Mad River.
Yeah.
I will say I definitely, if I'm getting in the water, obviously I'm taking off my shirt. But if we're like sitting on the boat, 99% of the time I have a t-shirt on. I don't like. I'm very self-conscious about my weird
those
shit
nipples
body.
of yours are very sensitive.
Well, it's not the nipples. It's my build. I have a very odd build.
Well, see, stop caring. Nobody cares.
I'm trying. But that's I'm totally with you on that one.
That's for me. That's it. I'm going to care less what people think, even more than I already do.
Even more. Yeah. Okay. All right. 800-821-9970. I would love to know, what are you going to stop caring about in 2026? Or at least what would you like to stop caring about in 2026? Something you would just love to kind of sweep under the rug. This is a good one. Very popular answer. Things you can't control. There's no use stressing over stuff you can't do anything about. It's tough to do sometimes, but you can't control it. What are you going to do?
Now, this makes sense. Gustavo says a new iPhone. So because there are people who every time that new iPhone comes out, they have to have it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Done caring.
Stop caring about the new iPhone.
I mean, is the upgrade from one year to the next that big of a deal?
Well, here's the other thing, too. We're also on iPhone upgrades are a lot like elections, where, you've got the big election every 4 years and the midterms every 2. Mm-hmm. We're kind of in the midterm year, where there's no real significant, huge change. It's usually every second or third iPhone where they make a much larger screen, or they change this, or they added like a super duper new camera. But we're in that year where not a lot changed. I think they added a few extra megapixels to the candle, but there's not the camera, but there's not a ton of difference. You can get the upgrade for the software, but the physical phone hasn't changed much. So
Bobby said he's done caring about his job in 2026.
You know what? There are some people that could do that.
Sure.
Because you do know there's nothing wrong with caring about your job. We care about our jobs. We love our jobs. But the fact of the matter is, this isn't my radio station. A lot of companies will fire you have you replaced next week.
Yeah.
So not to say don't care about your job, but if you want to turn it off at 5 o'clock, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I hear that discussion a lot about how people are too loyal to their jobs and their companies because the companies don't have that same loyalty to them.
They do not.
I don't know if they think it does or not, but
I totally agree with you, Bobby.
I love this one from Emily, going back to what we're talking about. It says, one thing I noticed from being an artist is that you see where you mess up because you're too close to the project, but other people won't notice at all, and I apply that to life.
That's so true.
Yes.
We're thinking a lot more about our own imperfections or things that we don't like about ourselves than anybody else on planet Earth is.
Yep.
Nobody's thinking
They've got
about
their
it.
own imperfections and their own things to worry
That's
about.
Right.
Yep, absolutely. 800-821-9970. Would love to know what you're going to stop caring about in 2026. 99.7 The Blitz. Just a moment ago, we were talking about things you're going to stop caring about in 2026. Try and relieve a little stress, make your life a little bit easier. But there might be something new you have to put on your calendar for 2026. That is because there is a new trend out there that you may get an invite for. Another reason you may have to leave the house, Kelly.
Okay. Lay it on me.
Because you might have some friends entering this category that you're going to have to go, show up, hang out with some people for a couple hours.
Okay.
Little schmoozing going on. That is because grandma showers are the new trend.
What?
Yeah.
I don't want to watch my grandma shower.
That'd be kind of weird, wouldn't it? Yeah, grandma showers are the new trend for 2026. That is because you've got yourself a baby shower. You've got the new parents that are going to be doing the things. What about new grandparents? What if you're a grandparent for the first time? People are actually throwing grandma showers. You show up, you hang out, maybe you give the gift of like Werther's hard candy or something.
What?
Is it like she's the grandma or grandpa's trying to have all the supplies at their house too so they can watch the new baby?
You know, that might be... Here's the interesting thing. As I'm reading this article, it talks about how this new trend is taking off because people value grandmothers, and you're becoming a grandparent for the first time. There's a chance you may have been looking forward to this for many, many years. You couldn't wait for your first grandbaby to get here. What it doesn't say is, like, obviously you go to a baby shower, you're bringing diapers, onesies, bibs, things like that. It doesn't say what you bring to a grandma shower.
I think the same thing.
It's just the same thing.
Yeah.
So when the grandparents take over, they've got the supplies there instead of bringing like a big old bag of stuff.
Do you know how fast I'm hitting the will not be attending on that? It's not my responsibility to pay for your extended family's dealing with your new child. I'll come to your shower and buy you a baby gift. Beyond that, you guys are on your own.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Now that we have grandbaby, you walk in our house, you would think we have a newborn living with us.
You've got all the toys and all that kind of stuff.
It's like having a baby all over again.
I can't imagine asking someone to come.
It feels audacious.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
That.
I'm checking the no box real quick. Sorry, I'm getting my fingernails cut down to the cuticles on that day. I can't make it.
It feels like I decided to get a kitten, so I'm going to throw a shower so you can buy me all the stuff I need.
All the stuff, yeah.
To
all
own a
the
kitten.
pet, yeah. There is just no way that I would ever go to a grandmom shower. Not happening.
I love it. I'll go have a drink with you or whatever
Right.
to celebrate.
Yeah.
And I'll buy you a drink.
Let's go have a sangria.
Yeah.
Let's go hang
have
out.
A sangria.
Yeah, there's no way. I'm sorry. I am busy collecting endless samples for Cologuard on that day. I cannot make it to your grandma shower. Sorry. If you've got one coming, I would love to know how it is.
So in 2026, you're done caring about grandma showers.
Done caring about grandma showers, for sure. 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
An extradition hearing is set for this afternoon for the man accused of killing a Columbus couple in their Wineland Park home. Michael David McKee is being held in Rockford, Illinois after his arrest over the weekend. Columbus police say McKee is the ex-husband of Monique Tepe and is now believed to have shot and killed her and her husband Spencer inside their North 4th Street home on the morning of December 30th. Investigators say neighborhood surveillance video places McKee's vehicle near the home around the time of the murders. Okay, this guy is a surgeon, a vascular surgeon. He's like got a bougie apartment in Chicago. Like,
yeah, what are you doing, man? And they've been divorced for 9 years?
Yeah, since 2017.
What are you doing, man?
Like, they've had to have, like, there has to be a track record of this guy being nutso in
yeah,
their
what
lives,
happened?
right?
What happened the last week? What happened around Christmas that made you drive over there on December 30th?
And what happened from 2017 up to that point?
Right.
In their lives. How had he inserted himself into their lives up to that point?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is absolutely unimaginable. Bob Weir of the Grateful Dead died of cancer Saturday at age 78. Weir co-founded the Grateful Dead after meeting Jerry Garcia as a teenager in Palo Alto, California, and sang on some of the band's biggest hits, including the 1970 classic Truckin'. The band released 13 studio albums and dozens of live albums. Last December, the band was honored by Guinness World Records for having the most top 40 albums in Billboard history, beating Elvis Presley and Frank Sinatra.
You know what's really interesting is Nora and I went to see Back to the Future at the Ohio Theater downtown yesterday, and which is where they do a lot of the big productions and Broadway shows. And great theater. When you walk in, of course, they've got the main entrance there, and off to the right on the wall, they have got a couple of these pressed, like, copper or brass signs that you see at a lot of buildings, and it's got the names of, like, big donors.
Oh, yeah,
and so we're looking at the list. The Grateful Dead was a big donor to the Ohio Theater. They're on the plaque. It just says the Grateful Dead along with all these names of donors. So I was so curious as to what they donated because I didn't read the whole plaque. And so I don't know if this is like a renovation. Was this when it first opened? Did they donate?
Right.
Why did the Grateful Dead donate to the Ohio Theater here in Columbus? Is they one of the first performers and they have a connection to the theater?
There's a story there.
Yeah, but they're on the plaque for big donors.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
One of the fastest growing sports on the planet is not pickleball anymore. It's something called Padel. And it's similar to pickleball in that it is a racket game. It's a hybrid of tennis and squash. It's played on a glass-walled compact court, and it's played almost exclusively in doubles and is supposedly very easy for beginners to learn thanks to the glass walls that return missed shots and keep play alive. You can play off the walls, play off the sides. It's like enclosed pickleball.
Yeah, we called it racquetball.
Yes, well, yeah, it's like squash.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a mixture of tennis and squash.
But here's the thing. It is like that. However, it's still tennis where you're on opposite ends of the net. There's a net in the middle, so it's not just hitting against the wall and it's coming back to you.
Yeah, there is a tennis, right. It's a court with a net.
So, but like if it goes over my head or I miss, it's still going to come right back into play.
You can play it off the wall.
Exactly. Yeah. So I guess
that might be fun.
This was invented in Acapulco in the late 60s because a guy needed to he wanted to. It was a space issue. With tennis.
Okay. You didn't want the ball flying everywhere,
right.
So you just enclosed it.
So it ended up taking off in Mexico and then in Spain and other Spanish-speaking countries back in the 70s, and it's really spreading so quickly right now. It is in its early days in the United States, though. Only 30 states have it, and in Ohio there are only 2 Padel facilities. They're both in the Cleveland area. However, New Gen Racket Club in Lewis Center is adding 5 Padel courts to its facility. So It will be coming soon. If you like to be on the cutting edge of sports in terms of just for your own exercise and entertainment, this is the next big thing.
Yeah, you could only play this in doubles. I'm watching a video right now. Yeah. I would absolutely play this.
It looks like fun.
It totally looks like fun. Yeah, it's racquetball or squash and tennis combined.
Yeah.
And you play off the wall behind you, and you can hit it at angles. I might try this out. Yeah,
it looks like a blast. A bunch of celebs are now playing it. David Beckham, Rafael Nadal, Serena Williams. So if you want to get ahead of that curve, Padel is the next big thing coming. And those are your three things. Oh, I'm sure they're going to start coming up with Padel-specific clothing.
Oh, absolutely.
Got to get money out of us.
Merch.
In fact, you know what? I might jump on this early. I'm going to have to jump on this early.
Let's open a
shop.
I'll
go with you.
Yeah.
I'll go with you.
Right up here is the Frisbee golf store up on Riverside Drive, right before you get to the park where they have that huge course. We should,
let's get a little corner of that and start selling merch.
Start creating like fun, unique paddles. You design your own funky paddles with funny sayings and characters on it.
Right.
So, like, you could hit the ball at the wall on purpose, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I like this.
Yeah,
that
this
sounds
looks
fun.
Like it'd be a lot of fun, for sure. Well, as with anything nowadays, we try and bring you all the information we can, but as much truthful information as we can. It's getting harder and harder to do so with so much AI and things out there and clickbait. And I told you, Thick, I had a quote here from an NFL owner speaking to the NFL and Roger Goodell and the league as a whole. And as it turns out, as I did a little more research, apparently this isn't a real quote. Apparently this quote has been credited to a lot of owners, so it must have been something made up, and every city just kind of tags their team owner on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And as a fan of the Detroit Lions, I love Sheila Ford and what she's done with the team.
Sure.
And so I saw this quote, and I was like, good for you, Miss Ford. I'm glad you're saying something. But as it turns out, it looks like it really wasn't her. Unfortunately. But I enjoy the quote so much, I'm still going to share it with you.
All right.
Because I think as football fans, we would agree with this quote, or we agree with the sentiment of the quote. And the quote is, something isn't right here. Fans are paying more than ever just to watch the NFL playoffs, and it's forcing too many people out. When you need several subscriptions just to follow the wild card games, you have to ask, what is the league really doing, and who is this system meant for? And I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
We were actually at your son's house on Saturday to watch some playoff stuff, and the afternoon game wrapped up. We were getting ready to watch the Packers and the Bears, and here he is switching the TVs over to Prime.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, maybe one game a week during the regular season. You want to make some extra money, Prime's willing to pay, you put it on Prime. But the playoff games, the wild card, come on.
Yeah, the Thursday night games are on Prime.
Yeah, come on.
Well, I mean,
we already have enough subscriptions as it is. You're just costing us more. I mean, forget trying to go to a game if your team is mediocre or better.
That's where the problem is.
Yeah.
You know.
And granted, it is what are people willing to pay, which when your team is better, you're willing to pay more. You want to be a part of the hype. I get it. Lions tickets went through the roof in the past 2.5 years.
But did they go through the roof on face value?
Both.
Okay.
They did go up in face value.
But of the biggest problem is the resale.
Of course.
You know.
But all in all, ticket prices will still go up.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what.
But yeah, I mean, it's all about money. You know,
it is.
When Peacock comes and says, hey, we'll pay you this much money for these 2 games.
Yes.
They're like, well, that's a lot of money for just 2 games. Okay.
But I really are excluding people as you get more and more and spread out the games more and more through subscriptions and stuff.
College is doing it too.
Absolutely.
You know, I think I had to watch 2 games on Peacock, 2 Buckeye games this year. I think we're on Peacock.
It's pretty bad. It is pretty bad.
So,
you're going to push too many people out. We're going to be fans, but you're just, especially when you just want to enjoy the game at home, you are pushing too many people out.
Well, that's the thing. I'm thankful that it's such a great TV sport. You know.
Yes.
I mean, thankfully.
Yes.
So.
Yep. So, will any of this change next year? We'll have to wait and find out.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, let's learn you some stuff on a Monday morning, make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up today. Like, did you know animal life stops at 1.2 miles below the surface of the earth? Some worms can live that low, but nothing lives lower than that.
Including us.
including us.
We're animals.
Well, yeah, obviously we don't live 1.2 miles below the surface.
So
of the
there's
earth.
nothing no way to go down in a ship. Like, are you just talking about without help or just no way? Like going underwater, going deep into the water. You get so far down, it's impossible. Is that?
I guess. I mean, I'm assuming by natural living situations, nothing lives below 1.2 miles below the surface.
I just wonder if there's a
Earth.
way. I'm trying to figure out, because you ever seen like Journey to the Center of the Earth and stuff like that. I just wondered if it's
I saw the core.
I wondered if it was pressure or what it is that won't let you.
I'm sure lots of things.
Okay.
Sunlight, lack of food, oxygen.
Right.
I mean, lots of things.
Okay. I was taking this way too far.
You really, really are.
My
Yeah.
brain gets spinning, man,
Yeah,
when you say
okay.
things like that. The hell?
But if we had the right suit, could we live on the sun?
Well, yeah, I'm wondering.
The song with the longest title ever on the Billboard Hot 100 chart was a disco medley from 1981 by the group Stars on 45. The title of the song was 218 characters long, and it was titled Medley Intro Venus /Sugar Sugar /No Reply /I'll Be Back /Drive My Car /Do You Want to Know a Secret /We Can Work It Out /I Should Have Known Better /Nowhere Man /You're Gonna Lose That Girl /Stars on 45.
That should not count.
Go F yourself. Why?
Because it's a bunch of other titles all put together with slashes.
Right, no, I'm agreeing with you. Why would
okay.
you ever do this?
Yeah.
I'm saying, why would you ever do this? That's stupid.
Yeah.
That is just stupid.
That should not count for anything.
No. Miracle on 34th Street was released in June of 1947, even though it was a Christmas movie, because the head of the studio believed more people saw movies during the summer. Which technically they do. That's why we got into summer blockbuster season. But I agree with you. Die Hard was released in July. It's a Christmas movie.
Right.
It totally makes sense.
But a lot of people go to the movies over the holidays.
They do.
Yeah.
They do, for
There's
sure.
always big movies come out over Christmas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Despite the myths, your hair and fingernails do not keep growing after you die.
Your hair and fingernails?
Yes.
After you die?
Yep. Some people believed your hair and fingernails kept growing, but they do not.
Who would believe that?
Oh, lots of people believe that
Really?
for a long time. Yeah. Yep. And finally, as part of David Hasselhoff's divorce settlement with Pamela Bach back in 2008, he retained ownership of the catchphrase, "Don't hassle the Hoff." Why wouldn't he? You going to try and take that in the divorce?
Oh, he trademarked it?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I mean, as you should. Like, if that's just, as the ex-wife, you're going to come in and be like, no, I want to own that so I get the residuals from anything that printed with "Don't Hassle the Hoff." You can't take that. You can't take "Don't Hassle the Hoff" from the Hoff.
Right.
That makes no sense. There you go, learning some stuff on a Monday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.